Did
hmm
you see Prey over the
I saw
weekend?
Prey.
You
Oh
seen
yeah.
Prey?
Oh yeah, I saw that joint. You saw it too?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Predator is back. They got one on the scoreboard. Come on now. It makes you think what took them so long to get this concept done. For real, for real. It's like y'all were missing this whole thing
Man.
for like 10 plus years. Seriously,
Cause did
but it was worth the wait. I think it was worth the wait for sure. It was
so
worth the wait.
like nah, and it's crazy because I want to say the Predator, the the last one that came out in 2018, I think. Did you see that
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
The
No,
shame that
I
shit was
didn't see
trash,
that one.
right?
I was going to see it when I saw
You
the reviews.
did?
I'm like, nope, nope. I didn't see it. To this,
No, it wasn't.
I don't care.
That one wasn't good at all,
Mm. Yep.
and it
And
should
they
have
had
been
was a
better.
Shane Black on
But
that too.
I don't know what went. Yep, I don't know what went wrong with that one, but just something about it, man. It wasn't good. And Predators in 2010, I loved that movie. I
Mm.
thought Predators was very good. You know what I mean? With Robert
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez as the executive producer, I felt like that was an interesting kind of spin that they put on it by taking it to where they come from and putting different types of people in different situations. That was a pretty good movie. I would have been
I enjoyed
okay
that one.
with getting a sequel to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of those movies that might not be great, but I could watch that movie anytime and still be entertained by it.
Same, same.
But with this one with this joint that just hit Hulu, bro, let me say this. What I like the most about Prey is that they didn't bullshit you. It's straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
It's straightforward. There's no wasted motion. There's nothing in that movie that I watched
Mm-hmm.
to feel like shouldn't have been
Yeah, yeah. It was one.
there.
Basically, it was
What
like
you think
one
about
chase,
that, man?
100. You're right. It had good momentum. A little slow start, but again, you can't just start heart pumping and action from the get go. You got to build up. You got to make us care for the characters, and they definitely did that for the
Mm-hmm.
main character, and her brother, and everything else that transpired after that. It had good momentum. It had like everything was just pieced together nicely. I'll probably watch it again when they release it in their native language, and that was probably the best action sequence with a Predator with the French colonizers. Yo, that shit was like a massacre. Like I was like, wow, they delivered just based on that, and just you really were rooting for the main character and her for her to prove herself against her tribe and everyone else, and to herself as
Man,
well. So I thought it was great. I thought it was great how she defeated the Predator, and it's just a good example of how you write female characters. This is like, and you still got people bitching and complaining about it, but
man,
it
fuck
is.
all of
You
that.
can't
Like
please everybody. Everybody, man, you can't. The marksmen never
the
miss, man. They never miss.
You know what I'm saying? Them
They never
arrows
miss.
is flying, bro. Them
Mm-hmm.
arrows is fucking flying, dog. Like this
Yeah,
is how
man.
I know that this was a good movie. My wife has never seen any Predator movie before. I started
Mm.
watching it, we started
Mm-hmm.
watching it, and by the end of the movie, or midway through the movie, she was engaged. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
know that's the mark of a decent movie when my wife that has no prior knowledge of this property whatsoever can sit down, lock in on this movie, and really be like, all right, this ain't a bad movie. My only
Mm.
question is this here. In a different era, would this movie have came out in theaters?
Hell no. Mm-mm. I don't think so. I think
Hmm.
I think we're still in that era of trying out new things and having, people of black people, people of color, everyone that's not white, get the job as a main character. You know what I'm saying? Main protagonist, leading their stories, having their culture, their heritage, and all these other things. And I don't think this would have been possible in 2010 or 2015. I think it took that shift to even get this as an opportunity because, they gave that bullshit the Predator film, and it was just like at that point, this could have came out then. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm-hmm.
rocket science to think of this thing, and they still went with the typical bullshit thing. So should have gotten a theatrical release. I think so many people were burned by the Predators that I think word of mouth would have made it longevity wise, but I don't think it would have had that initial pop. I think everyone is pleasantly surprised and happily surprised at how good it is, and I think that's a W. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's Hulu.
Right,
Great records
right,
for Hulu. Their number one thing on their app, most watched property on their app of all time. So
right.
I don't think it
So
would
does
have.
that
It would have done.
outweigh? So does something like that outweigh a box office run?
Financially, no. I think a box office run is more financially viable. Um, I think they'll be looking for the next one to go to the box office. I think this was just like, hey, we got to come back with something. Let's like, this is kind of like, can we extend this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there any fans left? Is there anything left? Shit goes basically like Aliens. You know what I mean? And Prometheus. So, I think it would have done. I think. And it
Oh,
would have
hold
done
on. Say
100
that
million. I
again,
think it
bro.
would have got like
You went in the
maybe
blender real
30
quick.
million. You know what I mean? So what?
Okay. No, you went in the blender a little bit, bro. Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. I think it would. I don't think it would have done too well, but I think it would have been maybe enough to be like, we could have gotten a sequel. But it's got positive buzz. You got to get people excited for the property again. That's what they did. So I think you could thank the
Okay.
Predators for not a theatrical release.
Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna say, and
Okay,
then we can get
go
back
ahead.
into the movie. I think I got an idea on what the next one is gonna be.
Western.
Yep. Easy money, right?
Easy money. Yeah.
Easy money.
Western.
Like,
Yeah.
yep. And it's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be dope. They got a great premise.
And yeah, man. Like, and what I like about it is that one of the things I liked about the Predator in this movie is that his weapons that he was using were reflective of the era that he was in. So to me, it's like he could have had. When I seen the three beam laser, I thought that was gonna be like the fucking energy beam. I didn't think that was gonna be arrows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of surprised. Like I'm telling my wife when I seen that three beam go on old dude, it was like he's cooked. He's cooked. And then I seen them arrow, and it was like, oh shit, he got arrows. All right, cool. This is what time we on right now. Like the thing that I like about the Predator is that even though he's the antagonist in these movies, there are qualities that they give, that species that kind of like make him cool a little bit.
Yeah. He's honorable.
Most
of them are honorable to a certain degree, depending on the scenario.
Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see where they go from here. Like, I don't want to get too far into the movie because it was a good movie. I think I'm going to see it again. I think I'm going to watch it again, man. This was a damn good movie, bro. Like, fuck all of the bullshit. I don't care about any of the internet bullshit. I don't care about none of that. This was a fire ass movie, dog. Like,